ask you what your fitness goals are coming up, or your challenges are, but let's talk about the one you've just done and the reasons for it.
Yeah.
You've just done an Ironman on Sunday.
Yes.
Ironman Wales.
Yeah, Ironman Wales.
Which is downhill mostly.
Mostly downhill. Yeah, after you go up the hills.
How come you picked that out?
I said through my 20s. I just turned 31 in August, and I said through my 20s, I'm going to do an Ironman when I turn 30, because 30 is not even old, right? Like, you know that.
What?
40 is still going strong, still smashing me on workouts, so I'm still trying to keep up 40-year-old. I've always said, I'm going to do an Ironman when I turn 30, prove everyone wrong that once I hit 30, I'm going to start aching, I'm going to start like putting on body fat and things like that. No, I'm going to do something that shows people that when you turn 30, you can do what you want. You can still train well, you can do whatever, the hardest challenges that are out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not a triathlete. I did the London Triathlon when I was, I think, 18, just before I joined the military. And I didn't really train for it. I did a little bit of CrossFit back then. I did some strength. I played hockey to a good level, so I thought I'd be fine. Swim was brutal.
Where was the swim for that?
In the London docks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So lovely water quality.
Yeah.
I was, as an 18-year-old, cocky. It was a in the water start, so everyone's treading water. Hooter goes, everyone goes, and there's me
machine
at the front of the line going, I'm a good swimmer, I'm a lifeguard, I'm fine, go breeze it. And I just got drowned. Like, everyone swam over me. I was shot out the side, breaststroking, dying. I was like, I never want to do that again in my life.
Is this Olympic distance?
That's Olympic distance.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So, like,
it's 1.5?
Yeah,
is that right?
1.5k swim,
yeah.
And then 40k bike. I was like, yeah, I'm good. You're going to fly. So I flew through the bike, unbelievable, so quick. And then I got into a run, and both quads cramped instantly. Couldn't even run, just walking through the first 5k, just getting every aid station, getting the gels on. And eventually I could run, I could just like catch myself the entire time. Mum and Dad were there, like sister was there watching, like just
proud
embarrassed by me. My dad was like, "What are you doing? Like, why can't you run?" And then he turns up at Wales, and I've just done it, and he's like, "Oh, he's going to struggle on the run." And I was like, "I've actually trained for this, so it might be okay." Yeah. So that was my only experience of triathlon, and I kind of didn't ever want to do another one after that.
So 18, first triathlon. And last triathlon.
Last triathlon, really. Yeah. Until I had this crazy decision to do an Ironman.
Yeah. When did you think about? When was it?
I don't know, like maybe mid to late 20s. I thought, it's a good challenge, isn't it? Like, try
so you need
it.
to tick off.
And I told loads of people, and I was like, by the time my 30th birthday came up, I was like, I've told too many people now. Like, I kind of got to go for it.
I quite like that idea. Yeah, you just
painted
into a corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Paint yourself into a corner. I've got to do this.
Just tell people, then you've got to do it. Yeah. And then, so I looked at the Ironman calendar. I tried to get it within my 30th year. Just overlapped into my 31st, but I was looking at Tallinn in Estonia for my first race, so nice and flat, rolling hills, the inland swim, so lovely, lovely course,
tick all the boxes, right?
The perfect beginner Ironman course, done. And then I looked into getting there, looked into flights, and it was just
with a bike,
just a bit of a pain to get there and sort everything out. So I thought. And I was leaving it a bit late, and I was like, I kind of got to book this now. What am I going to do? And I was Wales in September. It's just over my birth year. That'd be okay. So I just went on,
booked it,
signed it, booked it, paid for it, whack it on a credit card, be fine. Didn't think of it, and it's expensive, right? Ironman's expensive.
What are they
crazy.
now? Like 400, 500?
£700.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy, yeah.
I can remember when
my mum had a heart attack when I told him,
I remember them being like 385 back in the day. It was 2011?
2011, I think you said,
385, and I was like, that's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's 700 quid now.
I know. And I thought, it's once in a lifetime, it's be fine.
You got value for money though, how long you're out there for.
Exactly, yeah. Per hour, it's a bargain. Right? Yeah, like £50 an hour.
Yeah, cheap.
Yeah, great.
Cheap. So what month did you book it in? May, something like that, was it?
Yeah, not that long ago.
Most people train for a year or two.
Yeah, in the summer, definitely. Like towards the beginning of the summer, and I thought, let's book it, do it. And then, as per me, I just thought I'd be fine. Like, didn't really think of it, booked it, was like, that'd be fine. Spoke to a few people about Wales. They're like, oh, you're doing Wales Ironman? That's pretty hard. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, be fine, won't it? Like, and they were like, no, it's like one of the hardest that you can do. And I was like, starting to like dread filming, and I was like, oh no, like,
I swap my ticket.
what am I going to do? They were like, oh, the sea swim's brutal, like the bike course super hilly, the run is just all uphill out of town. I was like, oh no. Luckily I live in the South Downs, so
it helps.
there's some hills to train on, which is great. But yeah, that was kind of the start of the panic zone. So then I was like, oh, okay, like I'm lucky that I didn't use him, but we've got a lot of friends, and we've got like an age group triathlete that used to be on PTI course. He lives out in Australia now, and that's what he does for a job, programs. And he's like, if you need any help, like let me know. I've got another friend that does like age group stuff for triathlon, so I've got some experience to lean on and ask him some questions. And I was like, oh, do I use them to program for me? No, I'm a fitness professional.
Yeah, you should
be fine, right? Yeah. So jump on Google, as anyone does.
ChatGPT, me.
Yeah.
So actually, that's the question. How long did you give yourself to prepare?
12 weeks.
12 weeks. Shit. But
and I just used
so your fitness level though, good CrossFit in our gym, you know, like up our level roughly, we're roughly the same level. A good, you know, decent level of strength, you know, you like training, all that stuff. So it's not like you're someone come off the street to do it.
Yeah.
But you definitely got you had no endurance.
No endurance.
You wouldn't go,
I'm a hockey player. I'm sprinting back and forth for 6 to 10 minutes.
You wouldn't go off and go for an hour run on the weekend, nothing like that. So just so people know. And
I hadn't run 10K in over a year. Like a long run for me would be going out for a 5K run. Mostly it's doing an 800 meter effort in the gym. That's a long run. Like for me, for the last year, I haven't
familiar to a lot of people.
Run. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's just give them an idea though.
Yeah,
right?
that was my base coming in. But yeah, good strength level. Like I'd like to think that my single leg work and my stability is really good. For what I do for a job, I should kind of be good at that stuff.
Yeah.
So my injury prevention side of stuff, I knew that I should be able to just dive in the deep end and not break.
So your musculoskeletal system can take the impact that's about to come. Not impact, but take the volume that's about to come.
That GPP, general preparedness, essentially for myself was
high.
Was where it needs to be.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Okay, so you're a fit individual, but nowhere near got the capacity of a triathlete currently, or of a long distance triathlete. Sorry, currently. Okay, cool. So you pick this thing off ChatGPT.
Yeah, I go on Google Ironman 12-week program. Intermediate. I was like, I'm intermediate, be fine. Yeah.
Sure. You didn't go pro.
I'm not a beginner. I'm not a beginner. I'm not an expert.
Like, okay, intermediate.
Found something on like Triathlon Weekly.
Yeah.
Downloaded it, printed it off, put it on my work desk.
And that was it. You copied that.
Just went off my 12-week program, followed that through, and I say I followed it through loosely.
What
right?
percent?
How much did I complete?
No, as in of the session. In total, was it like you did about 70%?
Yeah, the first 4 to 6 weeks, great.
How come? Was the volume less?
Volume was a lot less. Yeah, the sessions were a lot easier to fit into work life and general life.
Because of the time domain.
Because of the time domain. And it was just a bit more enjoyable to do because of the time domain.
For sure.
Like I don't like long, slow stuff, so the motivation to do that is hard. And then the time started going on, and I kind of got a bit bored of training, and I was still CrossFitting.
Yeah, you were.
And I could fit 3-4 CrossFit sessions in a week on top of the triathlon training that I was doing, and it was fine at that time. And then I hit that kind of 6 to 8 week period where all of a sudden that phase of they're all pool swims, they're all mediocre bikes and runs, everything within my wheelhouse at that point.
Give us a rough time domain on
an hour in a swim. Like in the pool, it'd be roughly an hour session, but broken up into intervals, working on speed, on technique and drills. On the run, I'd be doing kind of like 8 to 14k intervals. So something a bit more enjoyable where you're fluctuating speed.
So hour to hour and a half-ish on your feet?
About that.
Yeah, and bike rides?
Anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. Realistically.
Yeah, when you say that's manageable, to me that's not manageable.
It's long.
As in, I ain't got enough hours
in
a day. But yeah.
I'm in the military.
As a
PTI, I get a lot of time to train, which is great.
You got a good
so
position.
The support-wise there is unbelievable,
So that's about to week 6 to 8, the volume's there. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, volume jumps. The swims turn to open water, which I haven't really done much of.
And that's not as local as a pool.
Not as local,
work,
so half an hour drive over to Mitchett to get in the lake, and then you've got to battle the seaweed tickling you the entire time.
You're not good at that.
I don't like that, tickling my feet, bit precious. I'm in the RAF, I'm not in the army. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
That's a lot harder. You've got to then drive there, put your wetsuit on, do all your anti-chafe.
Right?
It's a nightmare. The bikes are turning into 4-hour plus rides every weekend. on top of the bikes, then you're getting brick sessions so a brick session, for those that don't know anything about triathlon, is you're combining 2 of the sessions or more together in one session. So mainly for triathlon, it's bike to run for that transition on your legs. So they'd turn from like a nice, easy 2-3 hour spin the country lanes to now I'm having to go out, spin for 4 or 5 hours, and then get my run shoes on, get changed quickly, have whatever gels that I don't like in my system, and then run for another hour or 2 on top of it. And it just got quite a lot. And my motivation for training, let's say, took a little dip. At that point, CrossFit dropped off the radar completely. Greg was always on my case. Why? You're never in the gym anymore. I'm like,
getting skinny.
Yeah, I lost 8 kilos.
Yeah, and you're not someone who's got 8 kilos to lose, right?
No,
what did you start? What did you weigh in at the start?
I weighed in just shy of 80 kilos, and I think like 3 to 4 weeks out from race day, probably where I was at my lightest. I was probably around like sort of 72 kilos when I weighed in, so quite a lot.
That's a lot to lose. That's going to be a tiny bit of fat, but mostly muscle.
I think I sat around sort of 10 to 12% to start with, and I think I was like maybe, like sub 10, nice and lean. Yeah, great for a tribal clash workout on the beach.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up actually. This training leads up to
2 weeks out from training. So I'd done all my full distance stuff. So I'd done a 180k bike. Took me like 7 hours 40, flatter than the course in Wales.
And how was that?
As hilly as I could make it. Psychologically hard. And I felt like I could not do it. I got home, sat on my stairs,
cried,
and just was like, I could not run a marathon right now.
Oh man,
yeah, but I didn't feel well.
Yeah.
This entire time, my good mate's physio, Steve, he's been great on being like giving it to me hard and fast. Like, your nutrition is terrible. Like, you need to fuel on the bike, otherwise you will bonk.
Yeah.
Did that 180k, didn't really fuel for the last 4 hours of the ride, and then got home and was dying. After that, I didn't do a lot for a couple of weeks, and then the week before tribal was my long session that wasn't in my training program. My training program was a brick session. I didn't really fancy doing it. I was like, I'm going to do my own thing. The only time I've really broke from it. And I was like, I'm going to do a 3/4 Ironman by myself just to see if I've got it in the locker.
And really, that's more for up here than anything, because you're not going to get those. Well, you will get those adaptations a little bit, but it's not really for the adaptations. At that point, that was
mental.
That's all mental, which is huge.
Am I able to do it?
Which is huge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I did the swim. It was just shy of 3/4. I went to Yateley for the swim. Lucy dropped me off. I took my bike off the top of the car.
Oh, nice.
Got on my bike. She drove home, chilled out, probably had a coffee and pastry and whatever else.
She's got 8 hours to chill out. So exactly. You go.
I got back in probably 5-6 hours later on my bike. Stopped off halfway to pick up some more gels. And off I go again for the last 50k.
Planned stop, or was that
planned stop? Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Fine.
Planned stop to pick up some fuel in and then go again, because I'm only carrying 2 bottles with me for 6 hours. Is not enough. So that was 135k on the bike.
People who are interested. So you had 2 bottles, 500s or
750s.
And how many grams of carbs did you have?
80 grams of carbs in each, and then electrolytes. Yeah, it's not the most tasty of drinks, but it's like rocket fuel.
It's a decent number.
Yeah,
it's a decent number of carbs. Yeah. Okay. And what else did you have in your saddlebag or anything?
Have some gels in top tube. Yeah. Some in back pockets. Took Lidl is a saviour. So Lidl cookies, pastries. I just stuff them in.
What were you aiming for a set amount of carbohydrates per hour?
So I aimed for that day 60 to 90 grams per hour,
which is quite low. Like, it's not high. It's not super high, right?
Not super high, but I'm not conditioned.
Yeah, it's tolerable for you, was it?
Yeah. So that for me was tolerable, but not enough. Yeah. What I found out when I got after the bike onto the run and I set off.
How long's your transition, out of interest, from your bike?
5 minutes.
Really?
Probably.
So you went for it? You didn't stop?
Like, it wasn't like super speedy bit.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I got in, put my bike down, took my bib shorts off, put my running shorts on, put t-shirt on, run shoes off the door.
So if you stop,
didn't really stop. Yeah, said hi and bye to Lucy, and that's how I go. First 5k, straight up the hill. Felt all right. I was running like 5-minute Ks, like up. It's quite an uphill out of Froyle. Felt great, and then I was feeling a bit like sicky, so I was like, I'm not going to take any more gels. Yeah, from all the gels and carbs, and my stomach's not used to it because I didn't really do much nutrition before that.
You hadn't been training properly with nutrition.
Exactly, yeah. So that was emotional. So I got onto the flatter part of the run and started that first lap, and Lucy was going to meet me for like the second and third lap, and in each lap I came pretty much past the front door of my house. So the inner strength it took for me to keep going was
not to turn into the house.
Unreal. Yeah, I've never felt as bad as I did. I thought I was just going to be in a ditch somewhere, just crawled up in a ball, and that's where I was going to be for the rest of my life.
We're going to perish.
Yeah, just my legs felt like 20 tons each. I bonked so hard. Lucy was riding next to me on her bike. I was running at like an 8-minute K. I didn't even run that slow. And I was plodding along, like...
Not eating
like,
still?
I didn't touch a single gel for the rest of the time.
So when was your last bit of food?
I took 2 gels on at the beginning of the run.
Okay.
Which are like 30 gram like sachets
each.
Yeah, so 60 grams for that hour. I thought I'm good for the hour, and then so the 3/4.
You're already in a deficit.
I'm
right,
looking at a 3-hour run. Yeah, already in a deficit.
Already in a deficit. Take 60 grams. I'm going to touch the sides.
It didn't really hit me. No, I took a bottle round with me for water. I ended up just pouring it on me because it was quite hot that day. Didn't drink loads, and I just hit the biggest wall. And the 2 laps of 20k was the hardest 20k that I've ever done, and the worst I've ever felt. I got home after completing it. I was like, I've got a good mental grizz, so I can get through stuff. Mm-hmm. And got home and was like, this is the worst thing ever. Sat in the shower. Like, we've got a big shower cubicle. I just took the shower head off, sat down, slumped against the shower, and just I couldn't even lift my arms above my shoulders, and I had no glycogen in my body whatsoever. Toast. Took me maybe 2-3 hours to come back round from that.
Get out of the shower.
So bad. Crawling around the house.
How many weeks out was this?
That was 4. That was a week before tribal.
Okay.
So maybe 2 weeks before tribal. So 4 or 5 weeks out from. So
the whole point you did this was to build up your mental resilience, basically. Yeah. Not mental resilience, to know that you can do an Ironman. So after this, where was your mental state?
I was kind of like, I know I can do it, even though I'm feeling terrible, and I've only got to do another lap on the run.
Fine, okay. So you were in quite a good...
I was in a good place. Yeah. I just knew I needed to sort out nutrition.
Fine.
So from that point on, YouTube was my best friend. Triathlon diaries on every single person that's done an Ironman ever and fueled for it. Yeah. And I was just there on my notes on my phone, just recording everything. And I thought, okay, I need to increase my grams of my carbs each hour. Yeah. Race day, I looked at between 80 and 120, depending on what hour on the bike it was. Yeah. And it seemed to do okay for me. Yeah. I was fine.
Okay. Yeah. So we're last big training session. Then we go into Tribal Clash, which is not an endurance event.
Yes.
A
sea swim and a run, which was helpful.
Yeah, it was quite, actually. It was a little bit like that, wasn't it? So quick just overview on that. I'll probably get Greg on to talk through the full Tribal Clash. It was great. It was great. Again, it was second year you've done it, right?
Competition, yeah.
So much fun. We love it, and it sort of suits our mentality. Just a quick your thoughts on Tribal Clash in relation to your Ironman.
Oh, great preparation mentally. Physical preparation, terrible. Yeah. So every single workout, I was showing you my stats on my watch after every workout. I go from resting heart rate to red zone within 13 seconds, and then I'm in red zone for the rest of the workout. So I've been doing 6 hours plus every training session in zone 2. Being I feel good, feel great. Going to red zone, not been there for a while. Different beast. And what an unbelievable weekend, though. Again, the weather wasn't on our side, but probably was on ours. Mental resilience
for sure.
Was great. To qualify first into the final as well with our team, unbelievable feeling.
And our team of our age, our average, we were older
4
than everyone else.
Members over the age of 40. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. It's only Greg and really Greg that takes the age down.
Took it down,
it was great. And to have the trail run there and to push and feel that mental grit for the first time in a little while of that high intensity was great. It got me back into the spur of this class. I love this. I've been missing the CrossFit. Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool how it can sort of relate to even Ironman training. I know it's totally different and you weren't prepared for it, but like you say, just being able to throw that heart rate absolutely sky high for a while, come back down. It was 8 workouts or 9 workouts we did over the course
I think 9 in total.
It's a lot of volume. It's a lot of volume, going up and down, up and down.
And I felt great So last year was my first.
Yeah,
that was my first ever like CrossFit competition, really. And I was baggage between each event. I was sore. I was cramping within like the third workout. This year, even though I was probably working harder in the workouts, doing better, the recovery between I felt fine.
It's your aerobic base, right? Your base is
so
huge.
That base of training that I've been doing really helped for that element, and it's just keeping up with you and Greg at that point was the challenge.
Well, you did great on that run as well. Trail run that's just
straight up. Prep for Tembe.
Exactly. Really good prep.
The hills in Tembe were nothing like the hills in Tribal Clash, so we're fine. I was fine. Yeah.
So after the Tribal Clash, you had 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So weekend in the middle, then race weekend. Yeah. So not long beforehand. Tribal Clash really battered my body as well. So the week after Tribal, zero training really. Just some zone 2 stuff on the bike to flush the legs. A couple really easy runs, but I had nothing left. Like, it was a hard weekend. Yeah. So training program went out the window. There was supposed to be quite a hard week in there.
And then a taper.
I did Olympic distance triathlon that weekend after Tribal.
An event or just on your own?
On my own. Yeah, just went out and did that. And felt great.
Good.
Yeah, felt great. Like, went faster than what I did when I was 18.
Did you? That's cool.
No cramps. Yeah, great. I was like, and it felt so, like, we went out afterwards, like my legs were fine. I was like, this is how it should be. Nothing. Just felt like I'd come down, done an easy hour CrossFit session.
And that give you good, again, mental...
Great vibe.
Yeah, good.
And I went, I can do this.
Psychologically, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
You're ready to race. Were you excited about racing? Leading up to race week, you're like excited or nervous, everything?
I've been very anxious from as soon as I booked it and as soon as people told me how bad it was, I've been pretty nervous. Okay. Yeah.
And what bit in particular?
I don't know. I've always known I'm fit enough to do it. Just like getting everything to work on the day, the nutrition side of it. It's the fourth element.
Yeah, like, and a little bit's out of your control.
It's unknown.
Bike, punches, mechanicals.
Yeah.
All that adds up.
So the prep beforehand, then a taper before, the week before was kind of a taper week. And
I love a taper.
Didn't do a lot. Yeah, carb loaded. Lucy did a great job just feeding me constantly.
Oh, that's one thing I want to touch on quickly. That it's not just you, like your partner, your wife. If you have families, they've all got to get on board with it. Yeah. They'll take up the slack elsewhere, right?
I didn't see Lucy for 3 months when it was a lot of... Like, I work 2 jobs, right? I'm in the Air Force full time, work 8 till 5, and then I come home EDC. And I'm a teacher at EDC, and then I'll be at the weekend, but, oh, sorry, I've got to go out on my bike for all day. And she's there, just like, oh, okay. So we got her electric bike, and she's been coming with me.
That's been
and
so
it's been
good.
class.
That's been really good.
The dog in the basket.
The dog on the back of an electric bike. If you haven't seen it, you need to. It's absolutely fantastic.
I'll put something on my Instagram for the dog to be in there. But it was, she loves it. So they've been coming out with me on my runs and my bikes, which has been great, and she's been unbelievable support. And then the week of as well, like settling my nerves, getting there. Like, we hired a big motorhome to go over there, driving across, great fun. Just that journey is nice, right? Like, you're just going across and you're a bit excited and you're like, this is it now. Like, there's nothing else I can do. This is it.
Yeah. Training's done.
Yeah, training's done. Can't do anything more. Just got to find out about the routes, really, and course prep. Mm-hmm. So that was my aim. We went over on the Tuesday.
And raced on the Sunday.
Raced on the Sunday. So got there, sun was shining, turned up the campsite overlooking the beaches.
Winner.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Winner. And
then the weather set in. Wales that week was the worst weather I've been away in.
Like, really, is that bad?
It was 50-mile-an-hour winds, raining constantly. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get any of my training in, so I had to fight between the rain to get the run in. So went out on the Tuesday night maybe. Did the run, so just did the 10k loop.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 laps of 10k loop that is on the marathon. Just did one lap from the campsite.
And how was that?
Felt great.
Did it? Was it hilly as people mentioned and stuff?
It was, the hill was the hill. It was hilly, but nothing worse than what I've done around here.
Yeah. But obviously,
that's fresh legs.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
so
it's
I was
not
like,
mental.
I got back to the motorhome and was like,
got
loose. That's not even a hill.
Pretty much a downhill.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, half of it's downhill. So I was fine. Did 14k that day, like with that additional bit from campsite and back again and stuff like that. So the run around town, feeling good. Yeah, vibes were high.
Other Ironmen there doing the same sort of thing.
Not that early.
Okay, no, it's quite early to go. It's cool,
and I think most people that are more local went over in the weeks prior to do that sort of stuff, and then we had a break in the weather for one day, got the cycle in. So I did the in loop of the cycle. So we did about 70k on the bike just to look at the 2-lap section of the bike, which is the hilliest route.
So it's just 2 laps, but it's 2 different laps. Is that
so
right?
So it's a long loop on the first loop where we go out towards Angle, which is right on the peninsula of Pembrokeshire, and then you come back into the in lap, which you do twice. Okay. So once you go out on the long loop, you come back in. You're done
on that loop then.
You're done then. That gets closed off. Roads get opened, and then we stay on this unbelievably hilly 2-lapper for the last 100k or more than that, I think. On the day again.
So vibes were high. What one did you practice?
So I did the 2-lapper.
The small loop.
Just did did 1 lap of it. Yeah, just to see it. I was really worried about the hills. Like people on YouTube of horror stories of getting off their bikes and walking up hills, and there's 1 or 2 hills in particular. Wiseman's Bridge, which is like a 16% gradient.
That's no joke.
Which is under trees, a little bit slippy. So getting out the saddle's tricky when your back wheel slips, which is fine because I'll tell you in a minute why that was fine for me on Wiseman's. And then Heartbreak Hill, which is the only one I'd really heard about on all YouTube. And on the day, the vibes were out of this world.
Was it good on there?
Did it all in the training ride. Was like, it's fine. Lucy was obviously flying up on an electric bike, so I was trying to keep up.
Keep up, mate.
Yeah. But it felt good. Got back and was like, oh, it's not even that hilly.
So you're good. You got good headspace.
Vibes. Yeah, really good vibes.
When did you do that? What day?
That was, I think,
Thursday?
I said we went out on the Tuesday. I think we went out on the Saturday-ish. So I think that was the Tuesday I did that.
Cool.
And then we had some really, really bad weather for the rest of the week. So
you just hunkered down at home, eating loads of food.
Just got fed carbs. Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
that's the best.
As you can imagine. Yeah. And then registration on Friday starts. So my plan on Friday, the weather-ish settled down. Sea was pretty rolly still. Went down to register. My plan was to get in the water then. Didn't know they'd set up the course until we drove down to the beach. So parked up in Tenby. Walked past the beach to go to registration, and they were there putting the boys out, and I was like, that's perfect. I can do a lap of the course, 2-lap course
of the
swim. I can just do the 1 lap, see how I feel. The 2k, easy. Went to register, great vibes, music blaring, like that was exciting.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You were there, you're feeling it, like it's cool. Registered, got all my bags, all the Gucci stuff. Come out, back to the motorhome, right. Okay, let's do this swim. So walked past the beach, saw it was a bit rolly. I was like, doesn't look too bad though, compared to what it had been. Wetsuit on, go down to the sea, get in. And I'm like, but listen, I haven't really sea swam. Yeah. I've been in lakes, so it's been chilled.
And you've had 50-mile-an-hour winds, so the sea state still...
The sea was still pretty choppy. Battling through the waves out towards the headland, and then I turned to go along the waves. Yeah. And didn't realise how seasick that I'd feel getting rolled around. And I'd heard horror stories that in previous years when the sea's been rough, that people have been sick in the sea, then you swim through people sick. Yeah. Just sounds awful. And I was like, this is awful. So I was just swimming, got probably halfway, your watch beeps at you for the 500-metre laps that I've set on it, and I've got about a K in, and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Really, it was awful.
I did not enjoy the experience at all.
Were the waves breaking or just rolling? And you were so far out they weren't breaking?
They were rolling. To begin with, it's like lappy, and you're trying to breathe, and it's like lapping over your face, and you like can't breathe properly. And there was a couple other guys out there at that time, so I popped up breaststroke for a bit, like regain my composure. The same guy, like this guy did as well, and it was in the first half. It weren't that bad, like the first little bit. He was like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I was like, said back to him, I was like, yeah, I know, it's all right, isn't it? It's all right. We put our heads back down, carried on swimming. And then I think we're in the shelter of the bay a little bit. We got past a point and it really started going, and we both popped up. I don't know how we always time it at the same time. We both popped up and he was like, I think I spoke too soon. We were both just in the hurt lock,
bobbing around,
flapping around, trying to just finish this swim. Like, I'm glad I took my little boy out with me, because I would have been flat like panic stations if I didn't take it out. Got around the rest of the route, got in. The way in was kind of with the waves and the tide. It was a lot nicer. Got out and was like, that was the worst swim I've ever done.
And did you see what the weather was coming? It was weather dying down.
No, the weather was still questionable for race day.
You thought it could be worse?
I thought it was generally going to be way worse. Yeah, I thought, this is going to be bad. And I was generally a little bit scared of getting in the water on race day with
thousands
thousands of people.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different ball game again.
And that was the only one that threw me off a little bit. And then Friday comes, gone. Saturday is register your bike, put your bike in transition.
Yeah.
Like, I've done one triathlon before, so I don't really know what's going on. Mm-hmm. There's a million different bags. They give you a red bag, blue bag, white bag, orange and other bag to do special needs. Okay, and then you got your dry clothes for afterwards. And I'm like, what do I put in all these bags? I'm back on YouTube being like, what do I want and stuff? Like,
love YouTube.
No prep whatsoever, really. Like, everyone else probably packed them ages ago. They've already had them in nice, neat piles, probably take nice photos of them, put them on Instagram. Like, me, I'm rummaging around the motorhome being like, shit, where's that? Oh, like, nightmare. Yeah. So I prepped all that Saturday morning. It was a bit of a flap. Parents came down on Saturday as well. So helped, like, take the bike in. Means we'd have to move the motorhome again into town. Check the bike in, check my bags in. That's done. Chill. Done. Saturday, I just try to not be as nervous and panicky as you can. Settle the body and just try to get some food in as much as you can. And then I was like, I don't know. Brain doesn't work at that point. All I'm thinking about is Sunday morning and what to do. And the car park's super busy. Our campsite's not that close to Tenby, so we're trying to think about where we're going to park. So we end up parking in the car park overnight, sleeping in the car park in the motorhome.
Get a level?
Got it level, got the ramps out. Yeah, it was good. It says no camping overnight in the car park. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, do you think everyone blind eye?
Yeah, we went down like 7 o'clock in the evening to like park up and make some food and then get an early night. And then, it wasn't too bad actually. One of the best nights I've slept without the motorhome rocking around in the wind all night.
You were down a bit lower sort of thing.
Yeah, tucked in the trees. And then, can maybe get woken up like 4 a.m. with people coming into the car park early doors. My alarm was set for 5.
What time was your start time?
7:30.
Okay.
So I thought, wake up at 5, have a really chilled hour, get some porridge oats in, coffee, like go to the toilet, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Time disappeared. It was 6 o'clock before I knew it. Like, I was halfway through a bowl of oats, I couldn't even eat. Like, I was so nervous.
You often see that.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, right, 6:15, we need to leave to go into transition. Drop off a couple of different bags, check the bike, make sure the tyres are still up, all the stuff you need to do prior to a race. And the organisers on all the paperwork said, go to transition in your wetsuit, then walk to the race start. Me, being me, was like, I don't need to do that. Like, I can go back to the motorhome, chill out, get changed once I've dropped everything off. Worst decision I've ever made. Like, it's uncomfortable being in a wetsuit for that long, so walk towards town. The streets were rammed. Yeah, like so busy. Couldn't even get through. So I was there like shoving through. Lucy was going to come with me, a dog. I was like, just go back to motorhome, like do whatever you need to do. I'm just going to run. So I just like barged through, got to transition. Like I had like 12 minutes until they were closed in transition by the time I got there. And I was like then panicking, rushing through, putting all my gels and my bottles on my bike and everything like that. Managed to get that all done, and then I was like, right, this is a battle now to get back to
back through the flow of people.
Yeah, it was a standstill. Like I was like had to just be selfish and rude and be like, I'm coming through. There's people like shouting back at me, being like, we're all queuing, and I'm like, I'm racing. Like I need to go get my wetsuit on. I'm gonna miss the start. Like I need to get through here. And even the athlete, they cordoned off like an athlete walkway. Yeah. Standstill because there were so many people there so early. Like they were there on the beach an hour before waiting to go, and I was like, why are they there so early? It's gonna be freezing. So my plan of being relaxed and chill turned into an absolute panic mode. I'd done a 2K run before I'd even started. Great warm up, and it got the good adrenaline going.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and I got back to the motorhome. I was sweating. I was in a puffer jacket trying to stay warm, like sweating buckets. Then trying to put my tri-suit and wetsuit on, sweating was
sticking as you're getting in.
Was funny to watch.
So you go down, literally ready to go, a pair of flip flops.
Yeah, just had my Crocs on, my wetsuit, goggles on my head.
You chuck a jacket over the top or not?
No, I didn't. No,
Did Lucy go down with you to take anything?
Lucy walked down to where she'd leave me for my athlete zone to walk down to the beach. You got a pink bag that has your run shoes in for the transition. You put your pink bag on the hooks because it's like a staircase down to the beach, like iconic for Wales.
Yeah.
And then you head on down, and race day starts with the Welsh national anthem.
I've seen the picture. It looks phenomenal.
It's it's
like an amphitheatre in it because the way it's built.
So there's Sean Williams, the Welsh rugby guy, was doing that race that day, and he'd chat to the commentators like the previous day, I'm presuming, and he said that the atmosphere doing the Wales Tenby Ironman doesn't fall short of it in Cardiff Stadium for the Welsh national rugby team.
That's so cool.
It was like goosebumps.
Hairs up on end.
And I was still in like panic mode, trying to prep. I wasn't even down on the beach at that point, and it was ringing around me. And
what times they're doing this? Like 6:30, 7?
This is like maybe 7:15.
Is it?
Yeah. Incredible.
The pros, if you haven't seen it, YouTube. It looks amazing. I've seen it on YouTube. It doesn't. We won't do it justice, but it's amazing on there. So it must be belting in real life. It's
incredible. Yeah, like really, really just once in a lifetime experience. I'm not doing it again.
Exactly.
And head down to the beach, and you've got your start times in your pens for your swim. And I'd always decided, and I went out prior to do a full distance swim, and it took me about an hour and a half. So I was like, I'm just going to go an hour and a half pen. I'm not going to get swum over. I'm just going to take my time. I can weave my way through people if I'm a bit quicker on the day. Be fine. So stood there. The professionals go off at 7:25. Everyone else starts at 7:30. The guys that are in the 45-minute pen go off. I'm there plodding through this starting pen for, it feels like half an hour, like ages, getting freezing. My feet are like frozen bricks on the sand. And then you're getting closer and closer, and that excitement builds. You're just chatting to people in the pen, and the vibes are cool. And most people, it's first time. I think it was 1,500 people. It's their first Ironman Wales.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a big, like it's 2,500 people that do it. So it's a big percentage of people that's first time. So like all the vibes are cool, and you're just chatting to each other, and you're like shitting a brick.
You're in the
like,
same boat, right?
You're all about to go in the water. That's like, oh no, what's going to happen?
And how did the water look? By the way, less choppy or worse?
We woke up in that morning, and it was just like not still, but like comparison mill pond.
Really?
Yeah, so nice.
Good. That's so good.
And I instantly was just like,
what
calm.
time of day did you realise that? Was this like 6 a.m?
When it got light, So when I walked past the beach first time, it was getting light, and I was kind of like,
I can imagine that was that was a relief, right?
Yeah. What I didn't realise is you start to swim, and then you get attacked by jellyfish.
Really?
Constant. Yeah. So I got stung 5 times by jellyfish on the swim. First lap got done 4 times, so nose got hit first. Then
you're like, what the hell is this?
I just thought someone kicked me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Then my left cheek, and then I started being like, what is like? And I started looking more ahead in the water, because when I swim, I kind of try to get into a zone where I just stare down and I just go into like this zone,
trance.
Right? And just try to ignore people around me. And people can't swim straight, so there's people just swimming into you. You're like, 1 minute you're in like 10 meters of space, next minute someone's on top of you, and you're like, what's going on with the jellyfish? And then I look up, and like you just see these little miniature jellyfish like bobbing past your face, and you're like, oh no. I hit one with my hand, stung my hand.
Nothing you can do, right? You can't avoid them.
No. Like there was too many.
Got
one on the foot. For all on the first lap, I get out of the water, and there's a.
I didn't know that.
Yes, 2 laps.
Did you have to get out?
You get Aussie exit round the rock, and then you get back in.
That's quite
cool.
Which
is unbelievable. The atmosphere when you get out, like the noise is incredible.
How far's the run? Like 20 meters or more?
More than that, like 100, maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe more than that.
And there's a crowd everywhere.
Yeah, like it's lined. You're getting out the beach, lined with people.
That's
like,
so cool.
Unbelievable.
Oh, makes me want to do it.
You're gonna have to do one now. Yeah. It was a good experience, and then I get back in and think, I'm just gonna get done by jellyfish again. Like what I didn't realise the first lap is I got in and swam straight away, but the beach is quite shallow, so you wade out quite a long way, and I was like, there's no way I'm putting my face in until I need to get hit by jellyfish again. Got pretty much around most of the lap. I swam in a slightly different area because I thought, maybe the current is bringing the jellyfish into where I was. I thought I was into a win area. I didn't get hit at all by them, and then towards the final buoy on the turn, I put my face back in the water, and this just burning sensation hit my face. Like I've got a little red mark here still, but I've got then looks like hickeys on my neck. At the moment, like it just burning sensation straight down.
It's just one of these little guys.
No, I think that was a big one.
Like
we saw one on the beach the next day, and this thing was like
disgusting.
Like massive. Yeah, so I think there's just a whole mixture in there.
Just to spice up Ironman a bit more.
Yeah, and I was in like dying. I was like, oh my, this is painful. Like someone just chucked boiling water in my face, and I was like, put my face in the water to like try to numb it because it's cold. It helped a little bit. Battled through that last little bit, thinking this is spiced it up. This is different. Yeah. Got out and like mum and dad were there, Lucy was there cheering me on, and I was just like, jellyfish, they got me. And they were like, what jellyfish? I was like, there's jellyfish in there, stung me loads. So like, all I could think about, my face was burning. Like, and then I was there like running next to other athletes going, did you get stung by jellyfish? They're like, nah. And I was like, I can't be the only one. Got my shoes on, stripped my wetsuit off, run to transition, and the atmosphere going to transition. So there's like a K run from the beach to transition to get onto the bike and in the tents to get changed, and 10 deep on each side of the barrier. Like the crowds were unreal. I don't think you appreciate it at the time as much as you do now.
Of course, you've got other things going on, right?
Yeah, all you're thinking about is your race and don't fall over and like don't make yourself look stupid or whatever it might be. But yeah, it was incredible. But all I could think about was my face just burning alive and swelling up at that time. And I was like, I've got paracetamol in one of my transition bags somewhere. I've got to find it.
Yeah.
And then I got into the tent and like a girl ran past me like crying, like holding her face, and she went to one of the marshals being like, I think jellyfish got me. And I was like, yeah, that's me right now. I feel terrible. Put my cycling shoes on. Like,
you're about to do the biggest, one of the biggest bike rides of your life. Jelly sting.
Kind of took the feeling out of everything else. So I was kind of like, everything else feels fine. It's just my face that hurts. My neck. So that was experience there. Like freezing cold at the same time. Like, I get cold quick, so I'm like trying to gibber, putting socks on, shoes on. So it took 20 minutes in T1.
Yeah, I was going to say your swim time was 1:30, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I saw it pop up on my phone as I was tracking it. I was like, decent. He's done what he wanted to do.
Super happy with that.
And I saw your transition time at 18 minutes. I was like, what the hell was this boy doing? But I didn't realise it was a K run.
Yeah, it includes as soon as you get out the sea, you hit the timing
and when
board.
You leave on your bike after. I get it.
So it's a lot to do at that point. And obviously then your wetsuit's still on your waist. Like, not many people took them fully off on the stairs. So as soon as you're in the tent and
there's people everywhere. Of course, bags.
Inside the tents is just bags everywhere. I was like, there's nowhere to sit. Like the bench that was by my bags, people were on it, and I was like, where'd I go? So I just found a space on the floor. Great trick is just have a towel in each bag, put the towel on the floor, somewhere dry and not stony to stand on, and that was the best tip that I got. Get out the tent, run into the bike, like getting out on the bike and then riding through town that first bit. I'm like, this is mad, like incredible. There's some like unbelievably fast people going past me. I'm like, right, tip, just settle in, don't do anything crazy, just settle into the ride, get the legs going, cruise.
First, there for a while, right?
There for 8 hours. I was hoping to go a little bit quicker than that, but the route was maybe a bit harder than expected second time round. First lap's lovely. So the out lap is wonderful. Out to the headland, you go past some really nice beaches. You essentially go through a road that the beaches, the dunes have covered over. There's one little track through the sand that everyone's like single file through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So left and right, you'll be in sand?
You're just in the sand. Yeah, it's great.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is cool, really good sights. And the weather was on our side. The sun was out. It was a little bit windy, northerly breeze, like 20 mile an hour. So not a really bad wind, but still decent on the bike. Set a really good pace first half. Averaged like 26 Ks, which is good for me. Thought, I might be going out a bit quick here, because normally I wanted to go between like 23, 24 for the whole thing. But I knew the hills would come in and I would slow down. So finished that first out lap. Felt good, no chafe at that point, fine. And then the hills started as soon as you get onto that in lap for that 2 laps.
And it's 2 in laps.
2 in laps. You kind of come off the first lap, you turn north. Wind was northerly. Hit you bang in the face, freezing cold northerly wind. Luckily I had a jumper on, like thick jersey on. Had that on the entire time. Didn't even go down to my tri-suit at any point during the cycle. So I was just trying to stay warm as much as possible. Long, steady climbs in my granny gear, bottom gear, uphill, into headwind, it felt like hours on the same thing. Like you go downhill, as soon as you're downhill, you're back up another hill. There were very little points in the course which were flat and you were able to just spin a gear. As soon as, and I was happy with my performance on the hills. I was overtaking people, considering I'm not on expensive bike, just bog standard road bike. I was overtaking quite a lot, grinding the gears up the hills.
It's always a good feeling to see someone like a full tri-bike.
Yeah, they've got a disc wheel on.
Yeah. I don't know why
and
they'd
you're
have
going
one on
past
that
them.
course.
Yeah, the pros are all on disc wheels.
Are they in that course as well?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, none of them had a non-disc wheel, yeah. And there wasn't many times, like, on the flats, that's when I was getting overtaken. For people on tri-bars, they're in a nice aero tuck. There's me eating my bagel out of my big lunchbox on the front of my bag.
I saw your lunchbox on the front. That was a good day out, that.
It was unbelievable. Lucy made some nice bagels. I was just trying to eat anything that wasn't gels or powders at the start. At that point, it was great. It was great. The atmosphere was unbelievable. Come up into the little town called Narberth. Pretty steep hill coming into there. That was lined. Streets were lined. And then highlight of the entire day, really, is you get round to Wiseman's Hill. That's the steepest hill on the course, and not many people gather there, so it's kind of like athletes getting amongst athletes at that point.
They know this is the worst bit, right?
People already off walking up the hill, even on like 10 grand tri-bikes, like walking. I'm like, there's no way that I ever let myself walk up a hill. And at that point, maybe 10k prior, I'm like feeling my left quad pinging a little bit, and I'm like, why am I cramping? Every time I got up out my seat, my left quad was cramping a little bit. I couldn't stand up on my bike. So I was I'm seat ridden for every hill coming up now. I can't get up because if I cramp, I'm falling off.
It's game over.
Yeah. Right? So I just had to put it in bottom gear and just push.
Spin out.
And I think that's where CrossFit came in. Like, doing like 100 wall balls for time is essentially what I did just going up the hill. Like, every single pedal stroke was just like driving as best as you can up the hill. It was great though. Got up there, come down the other side. It's unbelievable coming into Saundersfoot.
And you know you've got to do it twice, right?
Got to do that twice. And then you go up Heartbreak Hill, which is as close to riding on a Tour de France as I think you will ever get in any.
As in what sense? The amount of people?
The crowd and the volume. You watch the Tour de France go up any of the mountains.
I've been to Alpe d'Huez for the Tour. It's mental.
Right, and they're just channeled all the way up. Single rider. I don't know how long the climb is. It's good 500 metre at least climb. You are funneled in. There's drums, there's tins getting banged, there's people screaming. You can't hear anything. Electric. I was like leading a group up that climb, like just pushing through, and I was like, I've never gone up a hill so fast in my life. Like, it's unbelievable.
You were Pogacar.
Like, so good. Felt like Tadej Pogacar.
Is this lap one as well?
Lap one.
Oh no,
yeah.
You could be.
I know.
Cash and checks. Your body can't ride.
You get off the top of the hill. You come into Tembe, which is buzzing, and then you get out the other side of Tembe. At this time, the pros have pretty much finished their ride and they're starting on the run. I'm going into Tembe. There's people running already. I'm like, how's that possible?
You got another 4 hours before you start running, right?
Yeah,
halfway.
Yeah, just over halfway. Like, I've got another 3 hours on the bike, and you see the clock ticking as you get out of Tembe, and I'm like, I know I started about half an hour behind everyone else in my swim, so I know roughly where I'm at. I'm like, cut off times in my head. I knew I was going to be under them.
Time, by the way?
So 2 hours 20 for the swim, 10 hours and a half for the swim and the bike, and then 17 total.
Okay, wow, yeah.
So I was not loads ahead of the bike cut off, but a good chunk ahead of where I needed to be. So I thought, okay, like, my quad was ish okay.
Manageable.
So manageable. I'm not going to push it on the second lap. Just going to get to the run, and I'm going to just be able to get through that run. I don't want to go crazy. Second lap was lonely. It spread out quite a lot. The crowds come into town for the run. Yeah. And there's parts of that course where you're by yourself for half an hour, just grinding the gears, and you get occasionally someone comes past you, or you're chatting to another person, like just trying to get a bit
something
normality back into your brain, rather than just being in the hurt locker. I'm chafing.
Yeah, where?
Like, in the gooch, like where your bum rubs against.
Terminology, the gooch. I think everyone knows
the gooch. Everyone knows where the gooch is, right? Yeah, like there. So where your saddle rubs. Yeah. And I've got this tri-suit that I thought, it's a long distance tri-suit. I thought it was going to have a bit more padding. No.
How many times have you worn this tri-suit?
That was the first time.
Yeah, cool. Classic. We've probably got a couple of takeaways for the people.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got some chamois butter in little sachets. So essentially lube for down there. First time I stopped at aid station to go for a wee, smothered it everywhere. Great. Threw the tube away. I had like half of it left. Chuck that away. Don't need that again. I won't need that again. Got halfway round and was like, oh, this is really bad. Like, all I can think about is my saddle sore, essentially. I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad on the run. And I was thinking, I've chucked the only chamois butter I had away, and I was like, did I put another one in my bag? And for an hour, I'm like contemplating, do I have another one? Do I not? Is there one in my saddlebag? Is there one in my front? So I stop again, I go for another wee, and I'm like searching for him. Everyone's like, what's he looking for? And I go into my saddlebag, and I'm like, jackpot, I found another sachet of it. I was like, yes, whole thing this time gets put down there.
Really?
And I'm like,
made a difference.
Yeah, just like slopping around on the sea. It was a horrible feeling. Feels like you shit yourself. Yeah. But I felt amazing.
Smooth.
Yeah, so smooth. Yeah, so smooth. And then probably I had like maybe 50k left at that point by the time. So rest of the ride felt quite good. I know I was on the way in.
Yeah. No rain.
No, a little bit of sprinkling towards the first half, but yeah, weather was gleaming. Yeah. Cycling down into town. Cheeky little hill in Tenby itself that I didn't know was there towards transition. Thought I'd done all the hills, and that one hit me, and I was like, oh, okay, should have saved a bit for this one. Getting transition, and I was like, I think 10 minutes in T2. Felt pretty efficient in there, like took on some fluids, took on a little bar, some gels, and then set off on the run. And my legs were just like, what's running? Like, I've forgotten how to run.
Really?
Like, I was running past people, and they must think this guy's never run in his life.
Straight legs, that's right.
Like, yeah, really weird. Like, just they didn't feel like yours.
No.
Like, it was straight. Like some of the members of EDC run.
Not sure like that.
And but then once you're running for 10, 15 minutes, like you get into the flow. But yeah, as soon as you come out of transition to the run is all uphill. So you've got this big flowing hill all the way out at Tenby, up towards the top roundabout, and then you turn around and you come back down with a few little bits coming off here and there to get the distances. And
that's the basic gist. Uphill for 5k.
Uphill for 5. I think just shy of 5k.
That's a big.
It's a big stint uphill. Yeah, and then as you come back down, then you kind of come off a little bit, go back up a hill a little bit to come back down, and there's a few elements in there, but mainly once you've done that big one, it's fine, and there's a couple steep bits in there. My plan for the run, and I think I stuck to it really well, I was really happy with my run.
What was your end bike time, sorry?
Bike time 8 hours 1 second.
Was it? 8 hours 1 second?
1 second. And I said to everyone starting was like, what times are you wanting? I said, hour and a half swim, bang on.
Yeah.
8 hour bike, bang on. And then my run, I said between 4 and 5 hours, and I got that.
That's so cool.
It's good so I was pretty much there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not a joke.
Yeah, and so start on the run. My plan was, and all the stuff that I've seen online is walk on the aid stations. So like 20 meters before you get to the aid station, start walking, pick up the first one that will be water, drink water every single aid station that I got to. Try to take a gel, or they had crisps, jelly babies, all sorts of things going on in these aid stations. I was like, what can I stomach? Yeah. In the end, I found that just taking the pot of jelly babies, tipping the jelly babies into my hand, chucking the pot, and then running with jelly babies in my hand, and then just taking the odd few was the best way for me, because I felt so sick coming into sort of second lap. My stomach had rejected any gels. It was like, I thought I was going to be sick at one point. I was like, I'm going to have to pull over to the side here. And there's a crowd everywhere. And I'm like, I'm going to be sick on someone. Like, it's so embarrassing. And I somehow, I don't know, I'm just swallowing constantly. Just like, oh no, it's going to be bad, it's bad. And then read it through and was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Sun started to come down. Took my glasses off my eyes that had been on there for about 9 hours at this point, and all of a sudden I could see my cheekbone that I can't normally see in my peripherals.
Oh really?
Because my jellyfish string had swollen up quite a bit. Yeah, you're seeing some of the photos sent across to you. Like, I try smiling for the cameras, and my smile is like disabled one side of my face. Like, it's the worst smile I think I've ever done to a camera. It's awful. So there's some really bad photos in that professional lot. And yeah, just stuck to that plan of walk aid stations, then start running.
And where were the aid stations? Just on the big hill? They dotted around?
Dotted around,
really?
Sort of every 5k.
Yeah, okay. And was it 3 loops or 4 loops?
Four laps of just over 10k.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And you pick up these coloured wristbands every lap to know what lap you're on, and you come to the finish, and every lap you run pretty much past the finish line to go back on to your lap uphill. You see people finishing and going through. There's people running down your left-hand side that go into the finish, and I wish that was me.
Yeah. But it will be you. It will be you.
Second lap was probably the darkest moment that I had in the race. You just know you had so long to go. Started the second lap, didn't feel well. Got cold. I was freezing. Like, just had my tri-suit on. needed a jumper. I knew I didn't have one. I knew that the crowd couldn't, like, I couldn't officially couldn't ask Lucy to get me one.
Yeah. Not allowed outside support.
Yeah. However, I was like, I will probably die of hypothermia, so please get me a jumper. So she ran back and got me one. Yeah. After that point of being in a hole run up the hill on lap 2.
Was it like putting the jumper on? Glorious.
Oh my, like.
Life-saving, something like that.
Changed my life.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's
Put it on.
It's mad that, like,
didn't even have a running jumper. It was just some Lululemon, like, just nice, like, quarter zip, like playing golf in. Yeah, I didn't have anything prepped for like a running jumper. I just presumed I'd be hot.
So I saw the picture of you on your bike with your lunchbox. I was like, that's vastly different to when I did an Ironman. And I saw you in your jumper. I was like, what the hell was he doing? Is he out for a stroll here? I was like wetting myself.
Didn't have anything, like nothing at all. It would have had like a walking fleece otherwise.
It's good to put yourself in this, like, it's good to put yourself in a position where a jumper is so great.
Yeah.
Because in normal life, you're like, put a jumper on. Yeah. At that point, a jumper is like the best thing you can have. That's so cool.
So good.
So it got on.
Yeah, just, like, and at that point maybe got like 25k like to go, like so long. And I'm in a hole and I'm like, this is awful. Running past Lucy and my parents, but like, and I looked at them in the eye and was like, I am never doing one of these ever again.
Remind me.
So tell me next time I'm going to do something stupid like this, like tell me not to do it. I don't know whether that's stuck or not.
No, I say that to Catherine, one of my things.
But yeah, the jumper changed everything, and then I felt really good. Last 2 laps felt great. My pace was really solid. I didn't walk at any point other than aid stations. Every single hill ran up, overtaking everyone all the way through. I think that because I was so slow on my bike, comparison to kind of my fitness level should be, I think that I was with a group of people in the run that were lower fitness level than me. So for me, I felt great.
Better position to be in, right? And getting past the whole time.
Exactly.
When you're down.
Yeah. And there's still some good athletes out there running past me that were on like their 4th lap and I was on my 2nd still, which feels horrible. But the buzz in town, like next level. You work your way up the hill. Crowds are still big. Like first 2 laps, like crazy. When you get into Tenby itself, like if anyone wants to do this race, like Heartbreak Hill and Tenby Town Centre for the run, like nothing you've ever experienced. It's wild. Like you've got barriers up, and outside the barriers, there's no space other than just people cheering you on, shouting your name.
It's so great, isn't it?
Incredible.
Would you go down and watch it? Is that good? Would you go and watch?
I would go and watch. Yeah. If someone signed up next year that I knew that was doing it, I'd go and watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's
so good. Yeah. Really cool. And you do these like a million laps inside town. So Tenby's like on a slight incline, and you go down towards the beach, come back up, you go back down, you go back up. Every single time you've got a little hill, and the crowd just carries you through that bit, and then you exit town and you back up the hill, and it gets quieter, and you're by yourself and you're plodding along, and you get back into your hole, and but yeah, the whole experience is incredible. Yeah. And then final lap wise, started that final lap and I was like, this is great, like starting to enjoy it ish now as much as you can. My brain wasn't really working much. I thought I've got to push the pace a little bit on this hill, so I think it picked up quite a bit. But then I was like halfway up the hill and saw 21 miles. And I was like, how have I still got 5 miles to go? I thought I was almost finished. Like most people don't even run 5 miles or can't run 5 miles. So I was like, okay, maybe settle down. Once I get to the downhill bit, then I'll pick it up. So I got to like the 5k to go marker, and then just started like opening up my stride a little bit more, really enjoying it, and running through town was cool. And I think I went like sub 30-minute 5k for the last 5k, which was cool. Yeah, after everything, right? Yeah, people will be really happy with that park run on Saturday. Yeah. So super happy with that. And yeah, it takes me to the finish line really.
What's it like coming out knowing you're not turning right against
wearing my jumper? Like I'm like, I can't have my jumper on the finish line. So like, and my brain's not working. I've got my number bib over the top of my jumper.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm just like, right, I've got to take this jumper off. So I don't think I grab by the bottom, I rip it off. At the same time, I rip my number off. My belt comes off, and I'm there like faffing trying to put my belt on. My number's hanging off, half off. And I'm like, if my number's not there, I'm not going to get my finish line photos because 2,000 people are going to find me. Lucy and my mum and dad are fighting their way to the front of where the red carpet starts. No idea they were there. I ran straight past them.
Oh no, did you? They saw you though, yeah?
They saw me, like saw me. I was oblivious to them. I was sort of jumping out, put it in one hand, like rugby ball style, running over the finish line. And I don't know what I was thinking I was going to do over the finish line, but I think I was in a bit of a trance of being like, I saw the time in chip mark on the floor, it's before the finish line.
Yeah, so then your number pings up, doesn't it?
So I ran over that, and then I just started walking through the arch, and I just walked through. My mouth was a bit like open and like, I don't believe what's just happened. But I didn't do anything, no celebration, didn't even look at the cameras, like nothing, just walked through. Someone's handed out medals, just grabbed a medal, walked off.
That's it.
And just sat down in the finish area and was like,
mate, everyone handles it different.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
You didn't think that, did you?
I was like, that's mad. I've just done all of that, and I'm like,
yeah, cheers for coming.
Like, yeah, done. I was like, what do I do now? Like, kind of thing.
Start
like,
the
put my jumper back on.
Yeah.
Like, tried to stay warm. Like, waited around for a bit, wait for my parents and Lucy to come back round and find me.
Yeah.
Because it funnels you straight into transition to get your bike and stuff.
Yeah.
So I tried to find them before, like, where we're going to meet to go. It was a really cool feeling. You get a little flag and stuff. And
I'll have a look at it here.
So this flag was, there's a medal. So it's really cool. It's got the embossed dragon on it. So the sign for Wales is like conquer the dragon when you finish Ironman Wales. And
mate, it's very
definitely
cool.
tough. But really cool medal.
They bang it around your neck. We like have it around your neck.
Yeah,
walking through transition like a hero.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mate,
and then you got a little flag, but this one I got from the world's most expensive expo shop.
Oh, you love it.
If you want to spend a lot of money in Ironman
after
Wales,
you've already spent a lot of money.
After you've already spent a lot of money. Like,
that's good, nice material though.
Yeah, it's like a little active towel, but it's got everyone's name that signed up. So I'm in the E somewhere over here. There I am.
Scott Perry.
And I thought it was just a nice touch.
James Perry. Did you see James out there?
To have, so.
That is very nice, mate. You need to, do you know, some congratulations, mate. Like really good effort. So so cool. I love people doing challenges that are out their wheelhouse.
Yeah.
There's no point you going and doing a 24-hour hockey tournament or something. I don't care about that. But for you to go and do an Ironman that you don't own and you have no right doing is perfect. I love it. What I really regret, the different challenges I've done, I never got any of this stuff because I think it's wanky. But now I look back and I think it's absolutely amazing. I wish I had it. I would definitely get this framed.
I'm getting this up at EDC. I've got one for myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for personal
banging.
as well. So I've got one for up in the gym. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
everyone's been super supportive as well. Yeah. Like so many good luck messages. Like my phone was just full with members.
Like everyone was following it. It's so cool. But I definitely get that framed for years to come. You'll look back on that. I literally put my medals in the bin. Like I feel so bad. So please keep on.
I'm teetering on. I was on like that. We went back into Tenby the day after, just to go for brunch and stuff and have a look round and get a picture of my medal. But there was people walking around with the finishers like top on, medals around the neck still. Yeah. I was like,
bit much.
Like a bit much.
Nah,
is it a bit
I
much?
think that for some people, remember you did 12.
Everything.
You did 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Some people have done 2-3 years for this, and it is the biggest thing they'll ever do.
Yeah. And there's body shapes out there that I'm like,
you should not be doing. If I look, how are you doing?
How have you just done that? Yeah,
they shouldn't. They shouldn't be doing Ironman, right?
The last person over the finish line on Sunday was 70 years old, and he went under the time gap 17 hours. 70.
That's so cool.
So yeah, like I said, never again. After seeing that story on the news and like talking to people, and it's like it's got a buzz.
Yeah,
right?
you
like,
have a cool buzz.
Yeah, maybe I'm teetering on. Maybe I'll do another one.
Yeah,
at some point.
I would. So we spoke about this before. Like, I think the half Ironman is the perfect distance for anyone doing CrossFit. You train 2-3 times a week here, and as you get closer, start sprinkling. I'd do a zone 2. My recovery would be a bike ride, 2, 3, 4 hours. If I could get away with it, you're done.
Yeah.
Also, you need to be able to swim and you need to be able to run, but you just add those in close to the time. But yeah, I think one of those is cool. I wouldn't want to do a full Ironman again for myself. I can't dedicate that time.
Yeah, it was emotional.
I'm only going to have less time. And then you can maybe... Because this was surviving, wasn't it?
Yes.
A half Ironman, you can race.
Yeah.
You can race.
Yeah. Like I'm definitely keen to do some triathlons.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I've got everything. I've spent a load of money now on some stuff. So, like, might as well use it.
You have a disc wheel soon.
So, like, having... Maybe not that far, but, like, yeah, CrossFit-wise... competitive wise, like that wasn't a competition with anyone for me. That was a competition with myself, just finishing. People saying, what time do you want? I was like, I want to go sub 15. Managed to go sub 15 in myself. I was like, that's what got me round. But realistically, I just wanted to finish. Like, no one really cares what time.
No, because you've done an Ironman.
Sometimes the longer you take, the more impressive it sounds. How long did it take you? 16 hours, 55 minutes. Like, whoa, that's
struggle bus.
How long did it take you? 9 hours? Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. Nice.
Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it sounds, for people that don't know, like, sounds harder the longer it is. And it is like anyone thinking of doing anything like this Ironman, the fourth element's nutrition. Like, and it's my biggest flaw that I had through all of my training. Like, I'm pretty confident with my fitness levels. The nutrition side of things, and I should know better. I was just lazy with it. It's the fourth element of a triathlon, especially Ironman distance. Like, you've got to get it right. If you don't get it right, one, you're in a port of toilets constantly, or you just feel terrible when you just can't enjoy the day.
Both aren't conducive to a fast time, or even finishing.
And I heard lots of people saying on the way around, and loads of like old and wise comments on the way around to people racing, and saying like, this is just your victory lap for all the training that you've been doing. And I was just thinking on the way around when I was in my dark places, like, maybe I should have done more training so my victory lap was more enjoyable, because this victory lap is not enjoyable. Like, I was just,
but they're right though, aren't they? They're right.
They are right.
That's the end of it. That's you doing every shit. What I like is you can't hide. I like anything that big, you can't hide. What you get on the day generally is what you've put in. To that point.
I think I was very lucky with the weather. The break in the weather was a godsend. Like,
can you imagine?
It would have been brutal. Like Bournemouth, the 70.3 that was before Weymouth. Their swim got cancelled the weekend before, so all that training to then have an element cancelled.
That's what me and JBS did 2 years ago. You got cancelled. We stood there in our wetsuits at the bit. You look like you were freezing
ready
cold.
To go.
Everyone, and they're like, "Oh, swim's been cancelled." We'll turn around like penguins. Turn around, walk to transition, and then you had to just roll straight, freezing cold, walk through transition and go. Mate, well, thank you for coming and sharing that with us. I was just for my own benefit, super happy to hear about it. Anything next?
I want to do an ultra.
Do you?
Yeah. So I've been saying, I said this before the Ironman. I was like, well, I might as well make use of the training and do an ultra marathon. I've said it on podcast now, so maybe I've got to stick to it.
Do you know what? I think it's really, for me, healthy to have something something hard. Not, I also do my high rocks to compete at like a high level, but something just hard to keep me mentally sharp. And distance, I would quite like to do one.
So an ultra. Just to do a marathon fresh would feel nice, because that was my first marathon ever. Never done one before. I wanted it. I've always said my first marathon wants to be at the end of an Ironman.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I stuck to that. One, book in a tattoo with the tattoo parlour and get an Ironman tattoo.
Are you?
Yeah, just a little outline, I think. Not a big old bold
not big
statement on the calf. Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
It'll be on my leg, lower leg, but like a small token to
get this size one. Get that on there.
Get this on my torso.
What is it? M dot? Are you going to get the M dot?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which would be cool, just the outline of that. I think, like, because it has been a big push and a big part of
and who are you raising money for?
I was raising money for Royal Papworth Hospital. My dad had a heart attack last year. Rushed him in, fitted some stents in his heart, like everyday operation for them now. Like, for us, family wise, was like the biggest event. He's fit. He plays hockey for England, like over 65s, like still going strong. Just been out in South Africa, like playing hockey for 2 weeks. He comes back and a week later he's in hospital with a heart attack. I'm like,
crazy.
What's going on? So, and they were really good. I've never been to a hospital where the care and the facilities were so good. So I just wanted to raise a bit of money for them and to continue what they're doing for people. It was incredible. I've raised just over £2,000 now, including gift aid.
That's cool.
Just shy of 2,000 without gift aid. So, like, if you can donate, my link's in my Instagram bio. I'm sure it'll be on this video as well. Give any money you can towards them. It's incredible, and hopefully can continue what they're doing from that. And I always joke with my dad saying it's in memory of him, but he's not dead yet. So we'll keep him going strong. And
you keep him going.
And he was there on race day to support me.
That's cool.
Yeah, which was really cool. And every time I got into a low place, I was like, remember what I was doing it for. One, for my own pride, but two, for all the money that people donated towards the charity in the big picture.
Thing. Yeah. What we'll do, we'll put a link to your Instagram in there as well, so they can have a look at the photos of here. It'd be really cool for them to see, and also a link down to the charity. All good? Anything else?
I think that's it. It's cool.
Good. Is this more scary than the Ironman?
I think it was. Yeah. First podcast ever. Yeah, it was a bit scary, but look forward to the next podcast for the 100k ultra marathon.
100k.
You might as well do it proper. You're in. You and Greg are in now.
I've never done 100. It's great. Greg want to do 100.
Well, we'll make him now. We've said it live.
He probably would. You did a hour and a half.
Yeah, it's good.
Decent.
Yeah.
The Winchester one.
Not bad for a CrossFitter, is it?
It's not bad. He doesn't run.
Yeah.
So
and with a stop for a toilet halfway.
I know. Poo break.
Typical.
Poo break. Yeah, I know. Cool. That's us, mate. That's good, wasn't it?
That's amazing. Enjoyed that. Yeah.
It's really good.
No,
These are nice. These are nice.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, and like you say, you go down there and just spend all the money.
Yeah, like some of the stuff is. The finish is top, and then I just got another like flag and some stickers for the Yeti.
Oh, of course.
We're building up on our Yeti every place we've gone.
That's
so
a good
yeah,
spot.
Ironman Yeti sticker would be cool.
Mate, this is really nice. How are we going to put it in EDC? We can't. Do you
put
get
like
a frame?
some pinholes or something in it, hang it or frame
like,
it. Or,
yeah, I feel like it almost needs to be framed rather than just hung up on the wall.
Yeah,
just collect dust
so it doesn't get ruined. Yeah,
it's very nice, mate.
Yeah,
same size or smaller?
What, the other one?
Yeah.
They're smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a active towel, the other one.
Yeah, give us a small one, we'll put it in there, that'd be cool. Mate, cheers for coming down and doing that.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think that was a good hour's worth.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Waffling through some Ironman stories.
Transition 1.
Hopefully people enjoy the story.